Power Rangers Talks with Pikachumaster.
Ba 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 da ba ba. Ba 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 da ba ba. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Ba da ba 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 ba. Hello everyone. This is Pikachu Master 5 for 2. 5 for 2. 5 for 2. Do do do. Sorry, just allergies. Curse allergies. Anyways, welcome to another exciting episode of my Power Rangers Talk series with yours truly, Pikachumaster 5 for 2. Now, in today's episode, we'll be doing something a little bit fun and interesting. So you see, I watched Power Rangers, but I haven't reviewed Power Rangers. And since it's currently on hiatus with the new reboot, I'm going to review, or attempt to review, all 30 seasons. Yay. But first, I need to go get a drink. So BRB. Okay, I got my drink, and now let's get started. Now, in today's episode, I'm going to attempt to review the first season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, aka episodes 1 to 5. But unlike all the other reviews, it's going to be a fun little version review where I talk about the episodes with action figures. This is the Power Ranger Performance Bag, which has all the action figures. It has Jason the Red Ranger, Kimberly the Pink Ranger, Trini the Yellow Ranger, Zack the Black Ranger, Billy the Blue Ranger, and also Rita Repulsa. Eventually I'll get Lord Zed, and the other three Rangers that arrive in Season 2. But we're not in Season 2 yet. Also, I have two other action figures that I won't show because they're in later seasons. So we're going to start off with the first 5 episodes of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Also, I wrote down a script, but it's, all the same. So we will start at Season 1, episodes 1 to 5. And now, my Power Ranger pals, let's begin. The theme song. Go Power Ranger, da 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 da, go Power Ranger. You know this. Okay. Episode 1, Day of the Dumpster. The third version. We begin with the very first episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Anyways, we begin with the very first episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which first aired on Fox Kids on August 28th, 1993, written by Tony Oliver and Shulky Levy. And directed by, Adrian Carr. This is the third version of Day of the Dumpster, which the first version was made in 1992, and instead of the juice bar was a bowling alley. And the first pilot episode had a different Yellow Ranger portrayed by Audrey Dubois, which after shooting the pilot, requested for a pay increase, which was denied, and so she left. In the second and third version of Day of the Dumpster, Twee Train portrayed Trini. The episode starts off with 2 astronauts. We leave here from the same thing with Super Sentai. Okay, so 2 astronauts arrive, opening a dumpster on the moon, which released Rita Repulsa. Rita Repulsa! And her goons, Finster, Squad, Babu, and Goldar. Then the 2 astronauts went away, and disappeared never to be seen again. I probably destroyed them. That would have run of Earth. Probably because they got eaten by the Krang from TMNT. And then my donkey yawned. Okay, so let's see. As I disappear, but La Rita decides, like, all of us to destroy the Earth while cackling. I'm gonna destroy the Earth! Okay, then we hear the radio on a Saturday at a juice bar, where we see the main 5 characters. Jason. Zach. Sparring. Okay, so mainly, okay. Jason and Zach are sparring. Kick. Kimberly is practicing gymnastics. La 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 la. And Tree is doing a routine. Punch, punch, kick. Then Billy arrives, let's see, ready for Jason's karate class. Then the 2 iconic comedic duo, Hulk and Skull, appear, which they get beat up by Kimberly and Treaty. Yeah! After that, we see Rita cackling. Well, back at the juice bar, Jason teaches some students, while Bulk interrupts, saying he can do any karate move, and then falls to the ground. The group leader chats. Blah, 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 blah. The group later chats at the juice bar. Blah, 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 and talk, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, earthquake happens. Shaking, earthquake, oh. And then all the people run out in peril, like they're acting, like they're in danger. Like a cheesy 90s show. And then at the command center, Alpha 5 gets worried about the earthquake, and Sordon realizes, calm down, it's just Real Repulsa. Now send me 5 tiers of attitude. And so the group gets teleported to the command center and meet Zordon and Alpha. And then Zordon shows them, the viewing club with Real Repulsa riding on a tricycle. And he asks them to become heroes. Let's see. They have dinosaur-themed heroes called Power Rangers. And as Power Rangers, they get the Megazords, they can fight evil, save the day, yada yada yada. Then the group leaves the command center, and then they get ambushed by the putties. Okay, let's see. Then they try to fight. Oh yeah, we're gonna fight! But they get beat up. Oh, we got beat up. Then, let's see. Then they bump into the Power Rangers. Oh yeah. Mastodon! Pterodactyl! Triceratops! Saber-toothed tiger! Oh, I almost dropped a tree. Tyrannosaurus! Oh yeah! So then they become the Power Rangers. Then they switch to the Super Sentai footage. Then they go to town to Angel Grove and fight Goldar. And then Goldar runs away. I ran away. Then they celebrate the first fight with a freeze frame of high fives. Power Rangers, yeah! Da 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 da. And that's the first episode, which is a good start, where it shows the main 5 characters, villains, comedic duo, and how they get their powers. Let's show their first battle. Against the putties and Goldar. The funny part is Rita Repulsa getting a headache I have such a headache. Ah! And with that, let's get to episode 2. High Five. So let's see. This was released in September 7th, 1993. Episode 2 starts out with Jason climbing a rope. Climb a rope, climb a rope. With Zach and Kimberly cheering it on. You can do it, Jason. Yeah, you can do it, Jason. Let's see. Treaty, is cautious and says, Jason, be careful. No, yada, yada. Treaty has a fear of heights. Then a funny thing happens when Billy arrives, and then Jason swings around. We're swinging around. Then Bulk's skull appears, and Bulk tries to climb the rope but fails. Meanwhile, Rhea on the moon plans to trap the Rangers in a time warp. I'm going to trap them with a time warp! Billy gives the Rangers communicating watches, or communicators, to talk and teleport them to the command center whenever they want. Okay, let's see. Then Rita sends out a monster named Bones, which is literally a monster made of bones. And then sends out sends out the time device to Earth. Then the Rangers are teleported and fight the Putty Patrol. Trini and Billy run away from one of them. Oh, run away! Curse your allergies. So anyways, the other three fight the putties, while Billy and Tree run away from one of the putties. Billy is up on the mountain and drops his morpher, and so Treaty conquers her fear and helps out Billy. And then they climb down the mountain. And then Jason, Zack, and Kimberly defeat the putties as a human chain. And then Sodan sends the Rangers to the amusement park, which Bones sends the Rangers into a time warp, into another dimension. Let's see. Then the Rangers battle and defeat, and then skeleton-looking putties appear. Then they use their blade blasters, and then Treaty throws Bones' head down a hole, and a giant appears. Let's see. Then the Red Ranger summons his Megazord, the Tyrannosaurus, yada yada yada, then defeats the giant. And then the final scene at Juice Bar is the group chatting, which then Zack wears a skull mask to scare Treaty as she climbs up the rope. Super fast to the end the episode. One moment. Okay. The second episode is interesting, as it deals with a character, aka Treaty, facing their fear to help out someone in need, aka Billy. Plus, it shows that it's okay to have a fear as long as you don't let it control your life. Plus, we saw a fun battle with the Power Rangers battling Bones, and the Tyrannosaurus Megazord battling a giant. Plus, we're introduced to the communicators. Also, episode 2 is written by Steve Kramer and directed by Adrian Carr. And now it's time for episode 3. Episode 3, Teamwork. Teamwork, teamwork. This is a Treaty and Kimberly episode. Episode 3 is about Treaty and Kimberly handing out flyers to take down the dumpster site that is causing pollution. Where's Captain Planet when you need him? Captain Planet, da-da-da-da. Yes, the guys help out, but they're too busy. Their bogus goal acts like buffoons and decide to throw trash, which they end up sitting in trash cans. Let's see. Kimberly and Treaty visit the Angel Grove waste site. La la la. Then they get ambushed by the putties. La la la. When they try to fight back, but are overwhelmed. Then back at the command center, Zack teaches Alpha 5 how to dance. Then Jason and Billy teleport to the command center, and Zona asks them to help Kimberly and Treaty out. But first they have to deal with the mighty Minotaur. Treaty and Kimberly defeat the putties, but now have to deal with more putties. La 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 la. More putties, no! And Goldar. Oh, Goldar! The Rangers summon the dinosaurs, and battle against the Minotaur and Goldar. Then they form the Megazord with their new powers and weapons combined, given by the Zordon. The 5 Rangers form the Power Blaster to defeat Minotaur once and for all. Go Power Rangers, do 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 do. Let's see. Rita complains again after losing. I have such a headache. 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 Let's see. Back at school, the Rangers clean up the hallway very fast, and the principal walks away. Zordon congrats the Rangers on their victory, while Alpha dances and short-circuits the control panel, which the Ranger chuckles, and that's how episode 3 ends. Episode 3 is written by Cheryl Saban and directed by Robert Hughes. My thoughts on episode 3. It's an episode where Kimberly and Treaty wants to save the planet. Yes. Then there is a comedic scene that I like with Bulk and Skull going to the trash cans. Thus, we are introduced to the high school that they go to, and the principal. Also, we are introduced to the power weapons. And I like the scene where Zack teaches Alpha how to dance. This is a fun episode to watch. And now, let's get to episode 4. Episode 4, A Pressing Engagement. Release date, September 9th, 1993. Oh yeah, episode 2 was about to put down episode 3's release date. But it was probably released around 1993. They probably September 8th for episode 3. Episode 4, A Pressing Engagement. Release date, September 9th, 1993. This episode is written by Jeff Deckman and Ronnie Sperling, and directed by Adrian Carr. Okay, let's see. This is the Jason-focused episode. This episode starts out with Jason at the juice bar, attempting to break a bench pressing record. But unfortunately, Ernie, the owner, loses count, which gets trying to go to like 1,000, I think. And Zach rides his skateboard and pops a bubble that Kimberly is blowing, and Ernie loses count again. Oh no. Let's see. Then there's a comedic scene in which Bulk lifts up Jason when she tickles Bulk, and after that Bulk rips his pants. Ha 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 ha. So now contacts Jason, Zach, and Kimberly to go to the children's theater to take out some putties. And King Spinks appears. Let's see. Sends Kimberly and Zach back to the juice bar, leaving Jason alone with King Spinks, which an epic battle happens. Goldar also appears, and they both grow big. Big. Attempt to stop on Jason, Kimberly, Trini, Zach, and Millie. Then they get teleported to the command center. Then Zordon suggests the team to summon their power crystals to Jason. Basically, then Zordon suggests the team to give Jason their power crystals. On the battlefield, Jason finds the power crystals, which summons his friends and the Dino Megazords. The Rangers form the Megazord and defeat King Spinks, but Goldar escapes, I'll be back, rah, 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 rah. And Jason breaks the press bench record with his friend at his side. Yay, friendship. To end the episode. This episode deals with Jason, the Red Ranger, trying to break a record and failing 2 times, but succeeds on his 3rd attempt, which shows that even if you fail, you can succeed. And try again if you put your mind to it. Plus have a support group to help you out. The only other scene that is memorable is the fight with Jason and King Spinks, plus the comedic stuff with Bulk and Skull. And with that, let's get to the final episode for this Power Rangers Talks episode. Episode 5. Da 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 da. Episode 5, A Different Drum. Da 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 da. And it's a Kimberly-focused episode, and her friend. So let's see. Release date, September 10th, 1993. Episode 5 is written by Julianne Clem and directed by Jeff Rayner. Today's episode starts off with Kimberly coaching a dance class with Ernie dancing in the background. Then Billy trips on Ernie's cart and is rolling everywhere. Rolling everywhere! Everywhere around the juice bar. Rita plans to use music against the Rangers. I'm going to use music against the Rangers! Billy gets up and chats with the team. Kimberly's dance class continues. Then one girl bumps into the girl, and then the girl fights the other girl in a cat fight. No, wait, just kidding. The girl gets embarrassed and walks away. Kimberly ends the dance class and chats with Melissa through sign language, and encourages her to believe in herself. As even hearing people make a mistake, as Billy tries to dance, which they both giggle at him. Let's see. On the moon, Rita requests Finster to make a musical monster to control people with their music. Make me a monster that makes music. The hills are alive with the sound of music. I don't sing! So let's see. Okay, let's see. Back in the juice bar, Kimberly starts her dance class again. Then Bulk and Skull appear and makes fun of the students. Zack decides to teach Bulk a lesson and shows some dance moves, which Bulk tries to show off and falls behind the juice counter. Then Rita sends the gnarly gnome. He uses his accordion to put the girls from Kimberly's dance class under a spell, except for Melissa, who can't hear, and follows them to the cave. Oh yeah, so the monster has like a accordion, like da 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 da. Okay, so let's see. Melissa then goes back to the. Okay, let's see. They go to a cave. Then Melissa goes back to the juice bar to rescue her friends. Melissa leads the Power Rangers to the cave, where the girls are held captive. Oh no! Then the Power Rangers battle the gnarly gnome. We're going to defeat you, gnarly gnome! Yeah, with the power of friendship! Ellie through Super Sentai footage. Use that too! Okay, let's see. The Gnarly Gnome. The Power Rangers battle the Gnarly Gnome and defeats it with the Power Blaster. Then Rita makes the Gnarly Gnome grow. Make my monster grow! Throw stick to the earth. Until the Power Rangers form the Megazord. The Gnarly Gnome is not that gnarly. He uses his music to put the Power Rangers under a spell, but fails. He didn't, let's see. I think he did another thing, like, I'm gonna control you. Let's see. Like a garaja, da 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 da. That's not the music that you use in the show, but whatever. Okay, so let's see. Fails, then the Megazord summons the Power Sword and defeats Gnarly Gnome and rescues the girls from the cave. And let's see. And they all go back to the juice bar to celebrate, when Jason tries to do sign language and fails. Then Melissa teaches Billy how to dance in that episode. And here are my thoughts on episode 5. I love this episode because it shows someone's disability can be a superpower, especially against a music monster with terrible taste in music. To be honest, Melissa the character is more memorable than the monster of the day, which I forgot the name of until I read the script. So let's see. This is a fun rewatch. This is a fun episode to rewatch, and I enjoyed it a lot. Alright, we're done reviewing 5 out of 60 Season 1 episodes. Join me next time for the next Power Rangers Talks episodes as I review episodes 6 to 10 in the future. But that's not going to be for a long time. Maybe after this episode. But after, let's see. I'm still writing the script for episode 9, so it's not going to be... So I'm not going to do this one until I complete episode 9 and 10. But anyways, thanks for watching today's episode of my Power Rangers Talk series with yours truly, Pikachumaster 5 for 2. And remember everyone, may the power protect you. And watch your favorite Power Rangers series and Super Sentai series, and also Kamen Rider series, because they're all great shows. And join me next time as I review episodes 6 to 10 in Season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And now, the freeze frame. Ba 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 ba.